says stream to your audience.
Yep, that's what you want to do. And we are live.
Hey.
Stream to your audience.
See, mine doesn't say that, and I know
I don't see that either.
Well, I had to reset my entire. It was crazy trying to get on here.
Who doesn't?
But that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Honey, you don't see where it says stream to your audience or stream up at the top?
No, because there's a thing up there that wants me to go into the app that won't go away. And I already tried that and it screwed up. So I'll just leave it alone.
I'm trying mine right now.
Hi, Cindy. Okay. We should be able to do this, though. It makes me upset when we can't do what it says we should be able to do, when I know what we should be able to do.
Yeah. Well, I was able to do it last time. So.
You
Are you in? Guys, I just pushed more.
Oh, okay.
And it did it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yay. Oops. Michelle pushed something and she's not there anymore.
I know. It's making me sign in again. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It may do that since Facebook had the issue.
Yeah.
It may make you reconnect because, today for a couple hours, Facebook was like down. Facebook, Instagram, all the things. Add to stage. Hey, Cindy, how are you? We're trying to work out just a few little tweaks in our thing. For some reason, my above head camera decided to not work. So you just have this view of me. I will do my best. I will do my best.
Okay, so I think I should be. I changed positions. Me and Sunny changed positions.
Yeah, because you went out and then back in. Sunny's yet to get back in yet.
Okay, mine's live.
Hello?
On my page, and I put it to YouTube.
Awesome.
It looks like it's good.
Yeah, I will just show you every once in a while what I'm doing. I'm actually doing a repeat, so that's okay. I had a request for the little bunny behind me that I did several weeks ago now for that to be a paint party. So I'm actually just redoing it so it'll be a paint party. So Kimberly said she can't get in. We're having a little technical difficulty, Kimberly. I know you're supposed to be able to have up to 10, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I can't get my extra camera to work. I don't know.
I think I'm back.
And Michelle is black again.
I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's making me sign in again.
Okay. You're like, all right, get over with your sign-in stuff, Facebook. So we're having a little bit of a technical issue, but I guess I could give them some slack. They were only down across the whole world today, so.
Were they really?
Yes.
Yeah. It was a worldwide outage.
Yes, and then it messed up. It took me probably an hour to re-sign in to all my Facebooks.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to change my password.
I did too. I couldn't remember my password, so I had to change the passwords. And
I did too.
Okay, so I said stream to my thing, but I don't see it. That's okay.
You don't see it on your page?
Ugh. But it's okay.
Let me see if I see it. Let me go look. I know, but it's nice when you're, on as you on your page. I mean, that's the ideal
Is this recording, Amanda, on your end?
No, it's not, but I can make it record on my site, I think.
Okay. I just was wondering.
Or maybe I can't. I mean, I can always download it. It's going on YouTube, so there's that. But guest destination. So it says Carrie. It has it on yours,
Yep.
but I don't see the others.
Yeah, and it would only let me do 2. I wonder if it will only do 2 across your whole street, because it said because I tried doing my page, my private, the
Right.
group, and then YouTube, and it said only 2.
Right.
Am I back?
Somebody is. So I got 3 Facebooks now. So it obviously it's going on somebody's Facebook. So maybe it's just
I just tried mine again, so it might hook up. I don't know.
It's on yours. It's on yours. I see us. I see us live on yours. Yay! Hey, Lori, we're having technical difficulties. But when you do something new, and this is, something kind of new. There's several of us on here, and they're all streaming to our own, trying to stream to our own pages. Things happen.
Hey, there I am.
Yeah.
Success.
And Facebook being down today, I think it caused us to have some of these.
Yeah. I thought I was getting back on here in plenty. Like I gave myself 15 minutes, which you would think would be plenty of time, but no.
Well, yeah, I know, Christina, right? I was freaking out a little bit because I was on Facebook. I was in Messenger. I was messaging some people. And all of a sudden, it was like, log in. And I'm like, I was logged in. Why do I have to log in again? And I'm like, oh, no. Did somebody get in and change my password? And it freaked me out just a little bit. Even though I have 2-factor and all those things, it still freaked me out a little bit.
What's hard is you don't know if you really know your password.
Right. Well, I keep mine stored in my phone.
My most recent password was the one they kept telling me was old.
Don't you love that? Like, you have to reset your password, and then you put in, like, you won't let you in using the password that you're using. And then you put in what you thought your password was, or you're like, okay, fine, I'll set it to that. And then it's like, oh, you can't use the previous password. And I'm like, well, you just told me
Yes. Yes.
it wasn't an accurate password.
What's
So,
everybody doing?
yeah.
What's everybody
Karen,
making?
something cool.
I didn't send out my little remind app thing. I should have sent that out. Can't believe I did not do that. Let's see. You have to ask about having more on than just the 5 or the 4,
Right.
and see like why it's not seeming to work. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Lori. Oops, cancel that. Trying to turn the volume down. I'm doing an emergency SOS call, y'all. I don't want to have the police showing up. That is not what I
Maybe
want.
you'll get the fireman.
Oh.
So what's everybody making?
I'm going to be decoupaging, and I'm trying to decide. I want to use this frame, but I'm trying to decide if I want to use it on this IOD blank, like this, kind of making it into like a shadow box, or onto here.
Oh, that sounds pretty.
Cute.
So I'm thinking I like this. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that.
I love that frame.
Thank you. Okay.
So we should introduce ourselves.
Okay.
And so the other folks who are on other pages get to know us. So go ahead, somebody.
I'll go. I'm Carrie with Steel Roots Market. Did you want to say anything special, or
Whatever you want to say, you could say. So, like your little elevator pitch, whatever. So
I'm looking. So I have Steel Roots Market, and you can find me like on all the social media pages with that name, YouTube, Pinterest. I offer DIY supplies and surfaces to create with, and I'm located. My actual home is in upstate New York.
nice.
Wonderful.
Now, how far upstate New York?
So are you familiar with any upstate New York area? So I am about an hour north of Albany, but if you listen, Lake George area, the Saratoga racetrack area, I'm on the Vermont border, right on the Vermont border.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I drove there from Wichita, Kansas,
Oh,
through New York to Vermont.
yeah, so we're close. Like I said, it's about an hour north of Albany.
Mm-hmm.
You're way up there.
Yeah.
Sure. How much snow do you get a year?
Usually we get a good amount. This year we haven't gotten much this year. But usually we get a good storm, and it wouldn't be uncommon to still continue to get one, especially in March. Usually you get a quick
Oh, that's not bad.
storm. But this year we haven't gotten hardly anything.
We've had tons of rain.
We have to.
And last year, so much snow, I thought we were going to never thaw. This year, it's just rain.
We're
Definitely.
So where is here, and who were you? Who were you, Sonny?
Oh,
Introduce yourself.
I will. Okay. I am Sunny, and I am the owner of Poppies and Pansies Decor. And I am also a distributor for Would You Bend and Posh Chalk. So I am officially Would You Bend West in the USA. And I sell, of course, Would You Bend and Posh Chalk. And I sell Dixie Belle paint. And I sell Wise Owl. And I sell Roy Cycle Treasures decoupage paper.
Nice.
So that's me. And what I'm making is I have a group of ladies that want to make some little treasure boxes. So I've got one done. So I'm just making a few examples to show them so they can make some stuff. So they're just little tiny little boxes. They're just super cute. I found them on Amazon. They're like $2.
nice.
And so I've got one little one done. This one's going to be more industrial. This one's not done. It's drying. This is just a cigar box that I put a raised stencil on, and I'll do something else. I don't know.
I love the cigar boxes.
I do too.
I
They're
do
really
too.
cool.
Love them.
But I couldn't find enough of the wood ones because there's like 30 ladies that want to do this.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I got on Amazon and I found these little, and I mean, they're really cute. Look, it's got a cute little latch.
Yeah, they are cute.
Yeah. And they ended up being like $2. So
Nice.
I thought that was good. I mean, they're not the strongest thing around, but it'll work.
Right, exactly.
Do you ever do that Michael's bulk? Sometimes you can get a really good deal on that.
Oh yeah, the Michael.
I haven't.
It is like if you just when you're on their website, if you scroll all the way down, you have to order like I don't know whatever it is for whichever product. Sometimes it's 12, sometimes 24, but
Yeah, it depends
makes
upon
it
the
about
price.
half of what it is in store usually.
Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's,
I didn't know they did that. That's
yeah.
cool.
It's great for canvases. I mean, sometimes they'll put their canvases on like buy one get like
One
Two.
half or
free
I
or
would
something like
too.
that. But but if they don't have that sale, the pro sale is the best sale you can get them at. But
Yeah.
you
I'm
do have
gonna
to order like 12 of them. So you have to weigh like, am I going to use 12 canvases or, you know,
'Cause
like,
the pro is actually cheaper than buy one get one at
oh
Michael's.
yeah, because it's the pro is like 60 or like 67% off, something like that. Almost. The only one that's better is the buy one get two free. That's a little, that's like 66% off, and that's a little bit better, but not.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, with that one, the good thing about that is you don't have to buy 12 of them. Hey
Right.
Diana, how are you? So when you hop on, say hi. Hi Michelle. How are you doing?
I want to be able to see the.
Michelle, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
I'm saying hi to Michelle in the comments, but
There we go.
there's a Michelle here too.
Well, I should be able to see the comments on here. Anyway, my name's Michelle Allen, and my business is My Shell Bell Creations, and I am in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. I had like 14 different things setting out here that are all half done. But what did I do? I started something new.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
So I'm going to put one of these little birds on here on this little frame and blend it all out. And then I have this too that I thought I might use some IOD molds to make like a frame around a bird too. But, you know, this is what we're going to start with now.
Nice.
And I carry DIY and IOD and Decoupage Clean and Roy Cycled and Paint Pixie.
Nice.
So all of that's on my website. Ripboard ready to go.
And where are you? You're in Wichita, right?
I'm in Wichita. Yeah, I just closed my brick and mortar store, which was in Newton, Kansas, about 30 miles north of me. And I'm in a antique market right now.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't have all of my supplies in my booth because they won't all fit. I have signs saying to check my website and call me.
Right.
Yeah, I have to do that. There's no way you can fit it in.
I know. Gosh, I barely fit it all in my store.
Right.
My 12 by 6 booth from my 2,000 square foot store is, you know, and you can imagine what my house looks like. Crazy.
I'm sure.
What do I do? Keep buying more stuff.
Mine's crazy, and I don't have that excuse of having to move out of a 2,000 square foot building. So, I wish I had that excuse to use, but no, I don't.
Probably the only reason I opened a stinking store to begin with. I mean, first of all, it fell into it, and then I thought, yeah, this is the thing to do. But yeah, no.
Crazy?
Okay.
I
So
kind of like the booth deal because you don't have to be there every day.
Yeah.
yeah, that's nice. I see like like I can either have comments or see you guys. Sorry, because everybody wants to see up my nose, right?
Right. I feel like that often in my Zoom calls because of where the camera is on my laptop. It's like here. So it's just like straight up my nose.
I
Like,
can't see. I'm blind. I'm getting old and blind. You know.
do you have another device? Maybe not.
I do. I just didn't want to. I didn't want
Right.
to throw a
You didn't
wrench.
have to deal with all that. I get it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. Well, my name's Amanda and I'm a Simply Flamazing Art. And I am in Virginia. I'm in Charlottesville, Virginia, which is like the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's kind of central of the state. So if you're looking at the state of Virginia and you put your finger right on the center, that's about where I'm at.
Nice.
So, and we are here because we have got something so exciting to share with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. And it's amazing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Carrie has left the building. I don't know where she's at, but she has left. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. There she goes. Okay, we got you back.
Might as well know right now.
Yeah. I had a message go off on my phone and it must have like I was in there, but it was a black screen. I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just took you out.
Yep.
And anyway, what I'm working on right now is just a painting for a paint party. And I can't get my other camera to work. It won't see it to switch to it. But there we go. We're just doing a big old bunny. So for a paint party, actually, it's going to be kind of like an impromptu paint party this Sunday at my church.
Impromptu.
Yeah. It hasn't been on the books. It was literally, I just put it on the books yesterday. And I thought I was going to do this guy, right? And then it was like, we just want a bunny. So now I'm doing the bunny, and it'll be like, you can choose whether you want to do this guy or whether you want to do the bunny. You get your choice. So,
I had a lady come into my store one time and tell me that, I think I may have told you this actually, that my gnomes were like sacrilegious. I had some gnomes there.
Why were they sacrilegious?
I don't know. I just, what are you going to say? I'm just like, oh, okay.
okay. Right. Because you can't be like, well, no, they're not.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not going to argue or anything like that. She was just like, they're causing you to have poor business and stuff like that. And I was like, well, blame it on the gnome.
gnome if the business is bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'd done classes and everything.
It's like, really? So what we have to share is something better than gnomes. It's something better than a paint party bunny. It's really pretty awesome. It's actually a collection of tutorials. And everyone here has a tutorial that is in the course. Y'all want to talk about y'all's?
Sure.
Let's go back around to Carrie.
That's right.
I should have brought it down here so I could show it. So my tutorial is, I love decoupage and I love stencils and I love texture. Those are my thing. So last summer I redid my house and I did this big giant mural up on one of my walls, and it's full of all these mandalas and they're all raised stencils, and I just loved it, and it ended up being so beautiful. And so that's what my tutorial is teaching beginners. You don't have to be an artist, you don't have to have like all of this art training. I certainly do not. But I had watched other people and I just sort of started doing my own little technique. And so that's what mine is doing different raised stencils on a canvas. So you can practice on a canvas, or you can do it and then, later if you want to do it on a wall. So you're doing a raised stencil and then you're blending different paints, and it's super easy. I'm worried people are going to be like, I can't do that, it's too technical. It's not. All it is a raised stencil and one technique, blending your paint. That's it. And anyway, super fun. I hope people will try it, because you'll be hooked when you're done, and you'll be making all these murals on canvases, and it's so dang fun. So that's what my tutorial is.
And I am so excited about that tutorial because
Yeah.
one of these days I have plans to like redo my home. And like that was like, I have one wall that I could see where if I did that as like an accent wall, it would just be like so amazing. And it's a pretty big wall, so it would be it would be quite the undertaking. But my brain is just like, I'm gonna do that right there on that wall. And I've never
Oh.
done anything like that. I mean, my walls are just plain, you know, and right now.
It's fun. You will love it. Like,
So
it's the funnest thing I've ever done. And then we had people coming in fixing up our home, and they were like, who did you hire to come in and do this mural? And I'm like, I did it. Like, it's super, super easy. It
yeah.
is. There's no, like, if you watch the tutorial, you'll be like, that's it. Like, it's really easy. So
and not only that, but just like in your art, like the background of a piece of your art, like your mixed media, it's an awesome thing to learn, just to do like that whole background, like you were saying, on a canvas that you're gonna add another layer and another layer to.
yeah. And or if you're a furniture artist, you can do it on furniture.
Yeah. Yeah. Lydia is asking, what are you doing with the stencils? Is it modeling paste? And so question.
on the tutorial, it's paste because it's a smaller amount. Now, if you're doing a big wall, you are going to want to use either like some kind of a different plaster or a Venetian plaster. And we're actually coming out with Venetian plaster hopefully by the summertime. Because you're doing such a large area, you do want like our paste, is not very big, and it's like this size. This is the size of a jar of paste, which did the canvas fine. But if you're doing a giant wall, you'd have to buy a lot of paste. So you're gonna want like plaster, some kind of a plaster.
I'm really excited to hear that y'all are coming out with the Venetian plaster, because Lowe's stopped carrying it.
Yeah,
That is exciting, because yes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. She's got I probably shouldn't have said that, but I might get fired.
No, you won't be fired. It's just a little teaser. And
Just a teaser.
that's right. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser. There's a whole bunch. She's got a whole bunch of stuff coming out, and it's going to be really fun. Really fun. I love this. Look at the top of this. This is the corrugated decoupage paper. And I just think it's so cool looking.
That is.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
Now, is
Such
that
great
from
paper.
Royce? Is that Royce's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I love this paper.
So
Yeah, Lydia, you can get the course and learn how to do that with the stencils. It's going to be amazing. And the paste, and doing.
Yeah, you'll love it.
You will.
Super
You will.
fun.
It's going to be super fun. I'm so excited. And Carrie, what about yours? You want to talk about your tutorial?
Sure. And so my tutorial, one of my favorite things to do is to collect, go vintage, thrifting, looking for salvage decor. And so in my tutorial, I am showing you how I replicate um, a salvaged architectural piece of decor. Um, it is done with milk paint and a couple other products, but it's very, very easy to do. The techniques can be used for when you're upcycling projects, or if you want to take something right from brand new surface, like if you're doing a picture frames or anything. So the technique is just a great technique to use um, if you love that vintage chippy look. And so the piece that I'm creating it on is a large faux salvaged architectural piece, and it is part of a kit that I am offering. Um, so if it's something you would like to have for your home decor, you can purchase the kit and create it along with me. And then you get all the paints and the milk paint and the crackle paint that I use to do the finish with it. But it's a really large, I don't have the exact dimensions right here, but it is, I have some pictures on my Facebooks and social medias. It's a really large decor piece, and it's really impressive looking when you display it.
I think it looks so beautiful. I was looking at it.
Oh,
It's
thank
cool.
you.
So
And
there's the faux wall finish that is the course, and then here's the architectural piece.
yeah, it's longer even than in that picture. And
Oh, yeah, it's like that long.
it's a really long piece when you put it together. Of course, I created them. I'm cutting them myself, and they're out of, MDF.
Wow.
So they're lightweight. And the fun thing is once you do it, if you wanted to do it not in the traditional white and black look, it would be really fun to do like in the patinas or the rusty techniques on it. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of fun things you could do with that piece. And I love creating things like that you would love to be able to find while you're thrifting and looking around, but you might not see something like that. So you can create it at home and paint it up. So that is my offering for the course.
Yeah, I love it too because it looks like so much fun. Not to mention, I have heard about milk paints for a long time. I have not delved into the world of milk paint, so
A lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
I haven't either, but when we did our house last summer, I decided I wanted to make this old chippy farmhouse table looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to use the milk. It was a struggle because obviously I didn't know what I was doing, and I don't know how to read instructions. So
Right. And the
I
thing
just
with milk
plopped it
paint,
on.
yeah. And the thing with milk paint is it kind of has a mind of its own. There's some tips and different things that you can do to enhance, like if you love that crackle chippy look.
Yeah.
So there's some tips that you can do to achieve that. But in just to be able to put it on and think, milk paint kind of has its own mind, and you can't guarantee you're going to get chips and that texture that sometimes, but milk paint is a fun thing, especially if you want to dive in. It's so much fun with all the other products, like when you layer it with decoupage or layer it with the wood you bend or the IOD transfers. A lot of fun stuff with it with milk paint.
Which milk paint do you carry?
I have currently, I am a stockist for Miss Lillian's.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I also, I haven't gotten their milk paint, but I just recently became a stockist for Maja Memories. And they're, so I don't think there's anyone else in the States. And I did not, when I first made my first initial order, I did not bring over the milk paint. I have to check into it a little bit more and see. But right now I have Miss Lillian's and I love it. And she has tons of colors and all kinds of fun products to go along with her
So you
supplies.
don't mix it like in with the paint. It's actually
You
like,
mix it with water.
oh, okay.
Yep.
And is it supposed to be thick or runny? Because mine was like really, really runny.
So
And I did it 1-to-1, like it
yeah.
was supposed to be.
So once you play around with it, you're going to, I like mine on the thicker side. And when you mix it, you should wait 15 minutes before you use it, because you really, especially if you're using like a color. So some of her containers are like this, and then she did just switch to pouches. But see, it's the powder, Amanda.
Okay.
And
But
then you're
it's
going
the
to
color
mix
of
it.
the paint, right?
This,
when you
yes.
mix it,
This one is taupeberry because I have a project I want to work with this. So I had this pulled out. So when you mix this with water and when you start experimenting with it, some people like it thin, like a wash, but other people like it thick. I like mine thick. Also, you're going to want a contrasting color underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, too, when you're mixing this, you really do want to let that sit, because sometimes there's color pigments or different things that you may need to go back in and really stir and get them worked out. So, yes, this is how it does come in a powder.
Okay.
And also another tip, if you do mix a little extra, I always tell my customers, when you're working on something, and say you're working on smalls, have some extra smalls handy that you can get that milk paint on, because you don't want to waste it. And it's only good maybe a week after you mix it. You're going to want to use it up. So I always tell, I always tell my customers, have some smalls that you want to put that layer on so that you don't waste it.
Right.
I figured out that it's not good because I there was some left in this jar and I put the lid on and threw it in my garbage. And then, like, I don't know, I was over the weekend or something, came back down to my studio 3 or 4 days later. I'm like, what stinks?
Yes, it will smell awful.
Yeah, it
Oh
did.
wow.
And your water that you put your brushes in and everything, it goes rancid like a milk.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
but
Oh.
yeah,
Well, it's
so
milk.
yeah.
I guess so. I mean,
I wouldn't have thought of that.
I wouldn't have either. I mean, I know they call it milk paint, but I didn't know it actually had like milk.
Like,
I thought it was like the texture or consistency or, something along those lines of milk, not necessarily like
bovine.
it has milk in it.
Well, I
It
think, isn't that what they used to paint, like back in the olden times? They
Yes.
made it, right?
yes,
And
yes,
yeah.
because it gave good coverage. A lot of your old farmhouses and things you would see for the kitchen cover, all that milk paint, and yes.
That's incredible.
So if you make it thicker, do you have bigger chips, or
Generally, yes. And you
Okay.
can manipulate it afterwards. If you don't get the chips, I will go in and with a file, and try and get my own. Use I use like a crackle with it to really guarantee. And in the video, in the tutorial, I'll show you, like, you can see there's such beautiful crackles, the fine line, but then you can go in and you can just chip it right off to make it flake. Also, the other
Cool.
thing that helps is if you're doing a furniture piece, if you can do it in a warm, preferably sunny area, you're going to get better texture and chips.
Huh.
And then a heat tool also. I used the heat tool in my tutorial and it chipped beautifully.
I
I'm gonna have
love
to go what?
I love stuff that looks, I mean, I love stuff that's falling apart. My husband, he I mean, to this day, I have a door that sits right over here. It's from a barn door, and nothing for me to do but go get it. I was actually gonna make a headboard out of it, but had it in my garage, you know, there because I was a little bit like intimidated, like, how am I gonna do this? And as it sat there, yeah, I realized as I walked past it, like, how rotten it really was and, like, how ready it was, like, to fall down, and it's like, I love it. It's like
Yeah. It sounds cool.
it's super cool, but I don't think it would fit on it would if it were, like, to hang on a wall, like, going across, the boards would come apart. It's it's rather rotten, and, but I love it, and my husband's like, "That thing is falling apart," and I'm like, "But I love it." So I love things that are falling apart, literally, like, old stuff like that. It's just my jam.
I do too. I do too.
So cool.
Hey, Royce, how are you?
I wish I could see the comments.
Look on your if you can see your StreamYard, you can see them there. Or
Oh,
you can see on your page if you have but you have to have maybe like a second device depending on how you have your phone.
yeah. I put up. Okay, maybe I just don't. Okay, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to
Like,
switch back and
yeah.
forth. I'm like an idiot there. So
So Michelle, tell us about your tutorial because yours is I mean, when it comes to home decor, guys, like mine is a little different from home decor, but these three are like it's a treasure of tutorial for the home decor artist.
well, the thing that's so cool is that all of it could be used together. Like you could do sunnies on a piece of furniture. You could do Carrie's on, with the blended paints. Like everything goes together, and you're doing a decoupage, so all of it can all. Oh, it's all so cool. I'm super excited about watching everybody's tutorials.
I am too.
So,
I am. We should share our projects.
yeah.
We do need to do that.
Yes, 100%.
We 100% need to share our projects because
Because I can't wait to do that mixed media piece of Amanda's.
Yes, I know. It's so cute. So mine is, I have a bookshelf that was my parents' actually, and my mom gave it to me probably 30 years ago, and it's that yellow oak color. And so something needed done with it. It's just been sitting here in my office. So, it's one of those pieces that, sure, it would be better if it were prettier, but I just let it sit like that. So I go through just where you get your inspiration. And I'm with Sunny on people, I think sometimes think it's going to be really hard or they get very intimidated by things, and you really don't need to be. And I go over that too about how, it'll all be fine. It's just paint. No matter what happens, it's just paint.
right.
You can paint over it. Worst case scenario, you got to get out a little sandpaper. Overall, you cannot ruin a piece. I'm telling you, it'll all be fine and have a good time. And the thing about painting a piece of furniture, let's say you get tired of it in 5 years, paint it again. I've got end tables that I'm like, why do I want to buy new end tables? I just keep painting these.
That's
I love to blend paint. That's one of my favorite things to do is blend paint.
And so this past summer, well, I won't say, I should say summer last summer, maybe just like get my English going in the right direction here. Um, me and English was the first time I did paint on furniture at all, and it was
Oh,
It was beautiful.
fun. Thank you. But yeah, that was my first time ever painting on furniture, and I was like, I was very nervous. And I like practiced a couple of times before I did, because what I did was my mom's coffee bar in her house. She wanted this coffee bar in her kitchen, and she picked out this rice paper. And I was like, I was so nervous I was gonna mess it up. I was so nervous. But
You did a beautiful job. I mean, it was your first one too. It was beautiful.
and it was, so I'm super excited about Michelle's, because that looks like, I mean, she had an inspiration picture that she shared with us, and I swear it looks so much like it. It's really good. Hey Krista, how are you? Thank you for those stars. You're so sweet in sending those stars. Um, and then for my piece, it's a piece of art that I am showing how to do, because that's what I do. I teach folks how to paint. And but it's this piece right here. I have it right here that we're doing. It is decoupage. We decoupage on the song. And then it's the little girl swinging on the swing.
every time I see it, it makes
I can't wait. I can't wait to do it.
And so
they're bloomers.
I know she got her little bloomers out there. Anyway, there's a story behind it, but you're gonna have to do the course to hear the story behind it. I'm not telling the story, but there's a story.
Well, it's worth it right there.
So it's kind of a funny story.
And gosh, some of the people that haven't joined us, gosh, you've got the faux glass, the faux stained glass.
Yeah.
The letter.
That looks amazing.
I can't wait to do that. I have done this like faux thing from like folk art or whatever they have, but hers looks,
oh my gosh,
so real. It's like, it you know, the one for nothing away from the folk art products. They're pretty good and they're very pretty, but it doesn't look as real as hers.
it's so cool looking. I'm excited for that.
It is.
I'm excited for the one stroke painting too.
Oh yeah.
Those are all great gifts too.
Oh,
For coming up with Mother's Day and spring and summer birthdays. You will be able to create so many gifts.
yeah.
Oh, they are. And you know, the one stroke is one of those things that is like, it's, you know, it's a little challenging at first, but then once you get that method down, you're like knock out beautiful flowers in like record time. And you're like, how did this, like, these are flowers I can paint? You're like, it blows me away.
And you know, like when it comes to hostess gifts and stuff like that, like
yeah,
these kinds of things, I don't know, like I'm not that kind of person, honestly. I'm not that organized, I'm not that good, but if I can make something pretty quick, make a little sign or something.
That's what I'm thinking. These are all going to be projects that are just going to build, and you're going to be able to do them for gifts. And if you're a maker and have your own shop, it's learning more skills to put into your business.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, for sure.
And things you can sell and make. And you can just take it and run with it from, you know, like, you know, you can use the same techniques, you know, like the blending on the wood, like the bookshelf. You can do that on a box. You can do that on all kind of different pieces of furniture. It doesn't have to be a bookshelf, and like, the architectural piece that you're doing, it doesn't have to be that exact same architectural piece. You could use
Correct.
those techniques on
Yep.
anything.
Yep.
And that's a thing that just inspires me so much with this.
Yeah.
It's like it really does, it's the techniques you learn in this tutorial that is the key.
Yeah. I mean, I did the same thing on the base for this. Behind this bird
Right.
is the same kinds of techniques.
And
yeah, so like Michelle, the surface that you're using there with milk paint is beautiful on those types of smalls. To do that before you decoupage and things like that. And that's why I thought that would be a good, because a lot of people don't think, oh, should I pull the milk paint out for, like even if you wanted to do Easter eggs or something, these MDF cutout Easter eggs, you could do your different colors underneath it and go from the modern farmhouse style or right into the, like I said, patinas or rusty, or do the bright green with the white milk paint over the top. There's all kinds of things you could do with that.
And the
I just love how milk paint looks. I've got to do better playing with it because I just love it. I think it's so cool looking.
well, it's definitely, it's good when you can learn from somebody who knows it.
Yes. That's a big
Just
thing.
doing it on your own without reading instructions, that doesn't work. If you guys saw my kitchen table, you'd understand.
You don't, there's no time limit. Like, you can take your time. If you just want to master one thing, those tutorials aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. You'll maintain access to them forever. They're not going away. And so
There's no you don't have to feel rushed. You don't have to,
you don't have
stress
to join a
for
Facebook group that, Facebook goes down and you don't have access to it on the one day when you like set time aside for it, because that would be my luck, right?
yeah.
So
I'm like ice in a cake here. I messed up. Sorry. Well, there's no mistakes in art, right? There's no mistakes in art.
there's no mistakes. Only happy little accidents.
Right. Oh Lord. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I really like the fact, because I have bought tutorials before and I haven't gotten to do all of them.
Yeah. And in this case there is no it doesn't go away, so you just maintain the access and you can do them as much or as little, or you know what I mean, like go back and do them multiple times, whatever works for you. And
So it is a lifetime access for
yep
it?
yep
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
yeah,
Because like, I'm the kind of person that, like, I don't want to, like, if I'm not going to read the directions, and I'm going to watch, and then I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go back and watch, and then I'm going to,
put
Right.
your own spin. Yep.
yeah.
That's what I like to do too.
and the beauty of this is just like I said, it's out there, you can access it, you can do the different ones, at your convenience and when you're ready. And then, you may not, like for me, like how long have I been painting? How many years have I been painting? Literally, like how many years? And it wasn't until last year that I decided, hey, maybe I want to paint a piece of furniture. And and you can be like, oh, I've got that course that tells me exactly how to blend the paint on the furniture. And guys, it is different. There is a technique. I mean, it's kind of the same, but there is like a technique on furniture that isn't the same on canvas. Like, or at least
So Royce,
I
Royce
would.
is on my page and she said, "Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Say hi to Royce." I'm
Hey,
using your corrugated paper, Royce, on my little box.
I love that little box.
I know, it's so cute.
It is.
That corrugated paper is one of my very favorites too. And
Me
anything I ever have done in it it sells like that.
I sell a lot of it.
It's so
Paper.
rustic, and I think that's what people love about it. That's the thing I love about it is that rustic,
Yeah.
like old. Like you're probably gonna like
She
need a
says,
tetanus.
Royce says, "I'm being nosy. You're not being nosy."
Yeah, but we love you to be here. Why are you being nosy?
We're happy you're here.
That's exactly right. Be all the nosy you want to be.
So the course that I bought that I did get to do them all on, Royce was one of the instructors.
Oh, okay.
And it was with her and Jane and Gina. There was several people, but yeah, I didn't get them all.
Oh no. And is it gone now? Do you not have access to the course?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh.
It was gone the first of this year.
Oh. I've got to run and grab a pink color, guys. Hold on. I need a darker green. I don't have but just one green.
Okay, so when Amanda was saying that about it being different, I wonder if it has to do with which one you did first. Because I did think of it differently when I started, but now I paint on everything pretty much the same. I'm a mess everywhere.
Well, I was just saying, like, so, I don't want to give things away with the course,
Mm-hmm.
but there is, like, the technique with the water.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You don't do it quite the same way.
Right.
And,
True.
I don't want to say a whole lot more because it's all part of your training in the tutorial. But I found that to be the thing that was like I had to like think about that a little more. And that might have just been me and the way my brain processes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a little resistant to just like go for it.
Yeah. I added a little guide too. And it talks about several things. There's a lot of things that during doing classes, I had my store that beginners make a lot of the same mistakes, and I go over those too.
Right. And that resonated with me when you shared that with me. I was like, yep. Yeah. I'm searching over there in my paints for the green, and I'm like, how do I not have this green down here? And there it is over here already. So there you go.
I don't think I need these. Maybe.
But here's my bunny so far for the paint party.
Let's see. Oh, how cute.
Oh, yeah.
See, I can't paint like that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I tried. I can't.
Trust me, you can. You can.
I'm gonna do the class. I'm gonna see if I can do it.
We class because you can do it. You can 100% do it. I have all the faith. If I could just find my yellow, I want. A lot of my paint party paints are upstairs because I keep those things like in little bins in my thing so I can pack from party to party.
So
And
do you haul all the paint to your parties?
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I provide all of the paint. I provide the canvas, the paints. I provide all of that. So yeah,
I would need wine.
all of it. Why
Lots of it.
it's not
That's a
bad. I have like these bins, and I have these like bag things that look like they're tote bag type things, but they're like long and narrow. And then I have like little caddies that I put the paints in that just anyway, it all gets popped in there. Oops, Carrie's gone again.
Oh no.
She's gone again. Um, so I don't know where she is, but she'll be back. Hopefully she realizes that she has like dropped off.
I think that I found that the people that did like a booking, like this group of ladies were doing a birthday party for someone, or it was a Bible study, or women's group, or something like that.
Mhm.
But when it was something I advertised, and people, I don't know, it wasn't the same. Like the interest was just different.
Well,
I agree. When I've tried to do classes down at my booth, I mean, because people are always like, "Do you teach class? Do you teach class?" And so you finally put one
Yes.
together, and then it's like you get 2 or 3 people. It's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, I got to the point I was so frustrated, and somebody asked me that, I would be like, "Yeah, do you come to classes?" No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but I was like, "Yeah, I teach them. I
I teach
teach
them if you attend.
I teach them, but I don't see you coming.
them." Right? I got so
Um,
frustrated. I'm so happy to be out of there, y'all.
I bet. I totally get it.
I'm
I
happy to be back in my little booth with my working from home. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy the paint parties. But the restaurants and the brewery that I do it with, they promote. And so I give them all the
Nice.
stuff to promote on their pages, and they promote, so I promote too. I mean, I push it out on my Facebook, but they do a lot of it for
That's
me.
that's really nice too. You're hitting a whole different group of people.
So, yeah, people who would never see me,
Yeah.
and it's a win-win situation because they fill their restaurant, I mean, I shouldn't
Hmm.
say fill it, but you know what I mean. And
They're making money off
yeah,
the people there. Yeah.
right. And so it's, if I can bring them, 20 people, on a night that they wouldn't have these extra 20 people, it's, dinner and drinks and all
Yeah.
things. So, it's kind of a win-win, for them.
I think it sounds awesome.
I mean, that is a great girls'
Super
night,
fun.
right? Like,
Well,
It
it's like
is.
those sip and paint parties, like,
Right,
yeah.
exactly. And that's
yeah,
what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's just a sip and paint party. And then when I do it at my church, like the impromptu one, that is just solely like I put it out there for those that have painted with me before, but it's kind of just like for, people who have painted with me before who, they just want to do something Eastery, something, you know,
yeah,
they've asked me to do something very specific, and I'll do it, and I'll just do it and put it out for any who want to join, you know.
that's super cool.
But it's not like I have, this huge, humongous following, but it's growing to that because
Pretty busy, girl. You you are pretty busy. It seems like.
yeah. Well, the one place, the brewing company, their people are just like amazing. I put a paint party out there, and it's like signups are just like boom, boom, boom.
That's so cool.
The okay.
How
Yes,
much do you charge a class?
35.
Oh, wow. That's a really good price.
Can you
Mhm.
guys hear me?
Yep, you're in now. I'm sorry, I
Oh,
didn't see you pop back. I'm
okay.
sorry.
When I get phone calls or a bunch of messages, it's popping me off for some reason.
Oh, okay. You have to be like, stop calling me.
I know.
You put on your
Yeah.
do not disturb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do not disturb or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never had that when I'm doing it on my own. I've never had that happen. So that's why I was like, huh.
That's really weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that would happen like that.
Well, I think that, I mean, it is a really good price, but you've had upwards of 80 people, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the biggest party I've done, like like the painters there was 63.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
then
maybe I
I
three.
did it back to back. So I did 63 on like a Wednesday night, and then I did the same painting. I opened up a second class and did 31 the next Saturday, the following Saturday.
How can
So
you teach that many people at one time? Don't
it
you go nuts?
well, it's a little hectic, and I would rather not have the 60 some people, but it kind of that one was like it went viral. And I put it up for the paint party up, and like next morning I get up and I'm looking because I look, to see the signups, and I'm like, what am I seeing? And I keep like next page because it shows 10 on a page, and I'm like, next page,
Oh.
next page. And I'm like, I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and I'm like, and I just kept repeating, like, oh my God. Oh, oh my God. Mom's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's, and I'm just like, is this for real? Like, oh my God. And mom's like, will you please just tell me what is going on? And, and so yeah, and it was like 60. Well, it was like 63, I think. And then it ended up being I don't know, 61 or something. I don't know exactly how it ended up being, but it was because I had 2 that moved and then 1 that moved, and then it was a little hectic there. And they're like, "Can I switch?" But
Prices and dates are final. That's
right, exactly.
I would have been like,
'Cause I was okay
I mean,
with moving to the Wednesday, or from the Wednesday to the Saturday, but then I had some people who wanted to switch back, and
oh,
just like,
no.
"Oh my."
That's so awesome though that so
I don't know how
that's
you
so
do it.
great.
It's causing me anxiety just thinking about dealing with that many people at once.
Well, I had
I'm nervous
my
about doing 30 women decoupaging. I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
You can do
These
it.
little
You can do it.
boxes.
You can do it. You can do it. Just, it's one of those things you just have to tell people, like, don't get caught up in like being perfect.
You have to tell people,
Yeah.
you listen to me and you do what I say when I say it.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I've done it with 20 once and that like about killed me. So I'm like, I don't know if 30 will really sign up. We'll see.
My biggest class was 16, y'all.
Ugh, that's a lot.
It is.
60. Oh,
16 is a lot. 16 is a lot.
I mean, it was fine. It was ladies. I don't know why. This is maybe I shouldn't, but the church ladies was the best. They were the best. They were patient. They were, having a good time. I enjoyed the church ladies
Yeah.
more than the ones that came and got drunk.
I haven't had the one so far, like, knock on wood, because, as soon as you're like, I haven't had the one, I have not had the one that was too drunk. I'm not saying I haven't had them that drank, because I have,
Mhm.
but I have not had the one that was like so drunk that they couldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
That's good.
I haven't. I think that would be kind of bad because then I would feel bad. I would be
Yeah. Like, yeah, you wouldn't want them to leave. Like, I mean,
like,
I know I had waivers out the wazoo, but oh, yeah, still that doesn't.
yeah, it's just it doesn't feel good. I did have one that I swear I think if I had a stood beside her long enough, I could have had a contact high. Although she painted the painting, but I do think I could have gotten a little bit of a woozy contact high had I stood beside her like long enough. I was like, girl.
That's funny.
Oh, thanks, Royce. She's telling me I absolutely can do it. I'm like, okay.
You absolutely can do it.
Okay.
You got this. I have no doubt. But yeah.
People, I don't know. I really thought that it would be something that I would enjoy more than I did when
Yeah.
I did the thing where people could, if they bought supplies, that we could do one-on-one studio time. Now that I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rory says, I feel like you always have the one who knows everything and works ahead of the class. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm the one who needs lots of support and the perfectionist. Royce, you were 1000% correct. You always have those, but I just am like, you know what? It's fun art. If they want, and I tell them like, you want to go ahead, I give them like a little sheet of instructions that they have, and I'm like, here's the step by steps. We're gonna follow them, and I kind of keep with the group. If you go faster, go for it. You want to do different colors, go for it. It's your painting, and then it's like, then you have the ones who like want to be the perfectionist about it. And you just have to be like, look, this is fun art. It's not fun art. It's not going to happen in a museum. So, you know what? We're going to have a lot of fun and you're going to love it in the end. There have been a couple times I had to do some surgery. But that's okay. You know,
You're so good. Like, even just hearing you talk, like, I can just tell that it's so good.
but
Where when you talk about the perfectionist, this is would be me. I'm like, when they're going, about how I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I liked the one-on-one a lot because I felt like I was really making a difference in these people that were so afraid to just get in there and do it.
right,
And
right.
they kept coming back and they would, I really liked that. But when it was like you're saying, fun art, and it was, don't take it so seriously.
Right. Don't take it seriously. Like, it's not going to hang in a museum. You're going to hang it on your wall and you're going to love it. And, and I always do this too for them. Like, when you're painting like about this close. And so you're seeing every little imperfection. And it's like, if you take it and you put it like that far away, it makes it look 10 times better. And it's like, I'll pick it up and I'll put it away and I'll like, look at it. It looks good. And then they're like, oh yeah, it does look good. And it calms them right on down. And it's like, it doesn't matter if your lines are a little wider, if your lines are a little smaller.
Yeah. I used to always tell people too, your brain makes up the difference. It doesn't have to be perfect. When you're looking at it, your brain fills in the blanks for you,
And that's the thing about any course you take, whether it's in person, online, whether it's whatever, you do the best you can do at that moment. And then guess what? If you go back and you take it 6 months later, or you take it again right after, it's going to be even better. And then like go back a year and take that same thing again
Yes.
and do that thing again, and it's going to be even better. And so, you know,
That is how it is for me, for sure. Like I see stuff for myself from a year ago, and I can see a big difference in my work from year to year, for sure.
oh yeah, absolutely. And you just you can't get too bogged down with it and be like, oh, it's not perfect, you know. And I'll have them at my paint parties say, well, it doesn't look like yours. And it's like, it's never going to look like mine. And it's okay. Like, I could paint the same thing, and I tell them this too. I could paint this exact same painting right here tonight with you, and it's not going to look like that one.
Yeah.
And you know, and I tell them, I said, and some of them will tell me like, this is my first time, and then they go, but it doesn't look like yours. I said, this is your first time. Like, you know, it's like you got to give yourself a little grace. Like, if you've never picked up a paintbrush and you've never done this thing and you're doing it for the first time, it's not going to look like somebody who's painted or done the art for 30 years.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, that's okay. You know, and so I just tell them little things like that just to keep them from like freaking out and trying to like get caught. I won't say freaking out. That's not the right word, but getting caught up on being perfect, you know, being like perfectionist,
Yeah.
you know, because or it being perfect and it not or not being perfect. And, you know, it's like I don't care how many times I do it, I'm never gonna be Bob Ross. I can get out, I can put up my canvas, I can put up my easel, I can grab my oil paints, I can get out there with my palette knife, and I can beat the devil out of my paintbrush, but I can tell you my painting is never gonna be Bob Ross's. Like, it's never gonna be. And it's okay, because it's mine.
That's funny. So, excuse me. I think I'm almost done with my little box.
Oh, yeah. We've been on for quite a while too, haven't we? I've just been having fun and haven't been paying attention.
I've been making it grungy. What do you think?
I love it.
Drippy.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
Little drippy, a little rusty.
Now, is this course an in-person thing that you're doing, or is it like an
Yeah.
online thing? Oh, okay.
No, it's in person. It's a bunch of ladies that have wanted to make these little boxes. I did it at a church retreat last fall. And some
Nice.
other ladies got wind of it, and so now they want to do it, and
I love
so
it.
we're gonna do it.
I love it. You live too far away from me to come.
Yeah.
Because you're in what? Utah? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm in Utah.
Oh, that's where Karen,
Who?
from My Palette to Yours. Why can't I think of her last name?
Oh, yeah. She
I mean,
has
like,
she
the whole
sells
state.
Dixie
I'm just,
Belle, right? Doesn't she sell Dixie Belle?
yes, she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down in in the at a place called the Quilted Bear.
Oh, so you're familiar. Are you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
close
yeah.
or close to each
Yeah,
other?
I haven't talked to her for a while, but we used to chat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like her.
She's sweet.
She
Yeah.
is
Very nice.
sweet.
She's a wonderful painter.
Yes, she is.
She is very talented.
Very talented, yeah.
She's like trained. Like she knows all the real terms and stuff where I'm like, stick it with this thing, and she knows all the technical terms of everything.
Right. Yeah, I'm not so good with the technical terms either. I was never formally trained. It was just like pick up a brush and paint.
Well, she's her and I went live one time together, and you know, she's not like snobbish about it at all or anything. She's
Oh
just,
no, she's
she
super
just
sweet.
knows her stuff.
Yes, she does. And she's super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I really like her. Okay.
There's a couple of people around here that Jamie Ray Vintage, you guys know her?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm a retailer for her.
Yeah, she's just she's like, I don't know, 40 miles or
Wow.
30.
I ride around a lot of people.
Yeah, I go down there. That's where I got my milk paint, was down at her shop.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't sell it. I'm really thinking about doing it, but I don't know. I
Carrying
already
it.
have so many products. It's kind of ridiculous.
No, that's kind of how yeah. But I mean, I don't carry anything I don't love.
I know. I want to learn to use it, and because I
Well,
love
it
it.
seems like it would go right in with all your other products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would be a shoe in with all of your other products and, you know, like a good pairing.
Yeah.
But I totally get like at some point you're like, I got all I can I got all I can
My warehouse is full. I'm running out of space.
right.
Is that loud?
Yes, Royce, I agree. Royce says, I decided being self-taught is a superpower. People resonate immediately. Yes. Yes. Because you talk like them and, you know, I agree.
Every one of my customers that I've had follow Roy. I mean, Roy, you are every person.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody could relate to Royce.
I agree.
And everybody loves Royce's laugh.
Yes. Yes.
I do.
The
Yep.
best. Yes.
So,
Anybody that can make you laugh just by laughing is.
Yes. Okay. I think
I am almost done myself here.
I think I'm going to let mine sit. I'm going to do a little bit more glitter inside and some more sparkle glaze on the outside, but
I want to see this little girl up close.
I do too. I want to see it. I was just going to say the very same words. She is so
She's
cute.
so cute. Is that Decoupage Queen?
yes, it's so.
Yeah.
You see, I've got the paper right here.
Oh,
It's
look at her.
Easter Kids, and was this last year?
I think so.
Yeah, so Easter Kids, and I have that for. I haven't looked to see if we still can get it. I'm gonna have to look because I know I have an A3 also. But I love that Pentar glitter varnish and glue. After I put that on there, it just gives it such a light sparkle, but it looks, I don't know if you can see it.
I can see it.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So
do it
there's
like that and you can see the sparkle.
yeah. So I have to let this frame and this outer edge dry real good because I used a lot of glazes. But I might go in and do like a little bit more like line sparkle. I think I've got some of those Pentar. I'll have to look. Pentar line sparkle brush things. I can go in and just go around the edges a little bit and make it look more shadow box. But this I need to let dry before I keep going any further. But this looks pretty. It's hard to see in the light, but it's glazes I used.
Really cute.
Really cute.
It fit perfect in the IOD box.
Oh yeah, that looks
Frame.
awesome in that box. I would have never thought to use a box like the little piece like that.
That gallery board, yeah. And then this Nick Art, the flexible frame fit really well over that. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. But yeah, so that worked out well. And I've been wanting to use this frame for a while.
Cool.
So I think I'm
Great.
going to hop off. It is, oh wow, it's 9:30 already.
No,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
it's
Oh,
like
it's 7:30.
it's
Yeah, for me. For me.
late.
For me.
We're across
I
all
know.
of these.
It's 9:30 for me too, so it's getting
Okay.
late
Yeah.
anyway. So we're gonna hop off, but
Okay.
we hope that you
I'm
can
almost
join
done.
us.
So
I'm
thank
almost
you so
done
much
too.
for joining tonight.
Yes, thank
This was
you.
fun.
Thank you.
So
It was so
awesome.
much fun.
I had a
Super
blast.
fun.
And we hope that you'll come and be part of the course and take our courses, our tutorials in the course. We hope that you'll want to join us. So everybody has their links out there, and you can just click on their links and get the course from them, and it would be awesome because this course is amazing.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
the things that you're going to learn. I mean, you have to
It's
check
a
it out.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's
It is a
cool.
lot.
It's a lot of value for sure.
Thank
So
you,
great.
Royce, for hanging out with us.
Yeah, Royce.
Hi, Royce. Good night.
Good night. We'll see you all
All
later.
right.
Hold on.
Goodbye.
Good night. I'm going to end this.
Bye.